So Kamala Harris went on Colbert last night. It was one reject consoling another. It felt like Tim Walz giving himself a pep talk in the ladies' room mirror. It was Kamala's first interview since her brutal election loss. But I wonder, is she there to sell a book?
I talk about it in the book. What I talk about in the book. So this book, I talk about in the book. I hope by writing this book, there's a lot of personal stuff in the book. I talk about that extensively in the book. Remember, I talked about it in 107 days. You have to read the book. Again.
Read the book. I know, read the book. We're all going to read the book. Got to read the book to find out most of the answers.
Wow. Yeah, the book is about her campaign. It's called 107 Days. You can find it in bookstores between Mitt Romney's March to the White House and the Ford Pinto, America's classic. Her publisher compares the book to Rocky, not because it's inspiring, but because each sentence gives you a concussion. I wonder, is there a lot of personal stuff in this book?
There's a lot of personal stuff in the book. I mean, poor Dougie.
You're blowing the lid off of Doug? What's going on?
For example, my birthday's in October. The election's in November. You see where I'm going. And Dougie kind of dropped the ball on my big birthday.
He didn't get you anything?
Oh, you have to read the book.
Now, we really have no idea what Dougie dropped the ball means. Guess we'll have to wait for the nanny to write her tell-all. But I only hope she tells us what's important, she thinks, in this moment where people have become so deflated.
It's important, I think, that in this moment where people have become so deflated and despondent and afraid,
Yes.
that those of us who have the ability, which I do right now, to talk with folks and remind them of their power. I just want to put a fine point on this. You can never let anybody take your power from you. You can never let anybody take your power from you.
I hate to tell you. You kind of did take your power away. It's the whole reason you're sitting in that crappy chair and Trump is relieving himself in a toilet made of gold. But the interview is amazing for giving you a glimpse of an alternate universe where misery is redefined as joyful and the winner is still a monster. In the extended interview posted online, Colbert longed for better days before Trump kicked her ass. Because less than a year ago, things were very joyful.
Just less than a year ago, things were very joyful. There was actually a lot of hope associated with your campaign, and there was a lot of promise that we might actually not only keep this absolute barbarian out of the White House, but also we might actually make progress as a country.
What country is he talking about? Inflation is down, our border's secure, and he's out of a job. Yeah, what a nightmare. Of course, Kamala was right there with him, spinning her sad tale.
I believe, and I always believed, that as fragile as our democracy is, our systems would be strong enough to defend our most fundamental principles. And I think right now that they're not as strong as they need to be, and I just don't want to, for now, I don't want to go back in the system.
Well, that's a shame. But don't worry, Kamala, there's quite a lucrative ecosystem awaiting even the losers if you're a Democrat. Book deals, speaking engagements, reality shows on Netflix. And it's hard to have sympathy when you're already somehow plugging a new book. All right, Todd, what did you make of the interview? What do you make of the book?
Couple things. She talks about the system that she wants no part of. The system that she has been part of for decades. Yeah. Literally, she has a career, or to your point in the monologue, had a career because of that system. It's a system that has been propped up by Democrats for since the dawn of time, and it's a system that she has gotten extremely wealthy off of. So don't tell me that 6 months into a president that's turning around the country in a way the majority thinks is the best way to run a country, that you're upset with the system and that you're out. The reason she's not running is 100% obvious. She can't get the donors right now for a California run or for a presidential run. If that changes, if the donors look at this and say, oh gosh, we literally have nobody, we have to go back to Kamala, and they start pouring money into her, I guarantee she's going to be okay with the system and she's going to run again.
Sherrod, you are an astute political observer.
That's true.
Yes, you've written many books on presidential campaigns.
Yeah, yes, I have. Boy Scout Handbook, that was me.
Yes.
Kamala was really pushing that book, boy.
Yeah.
He kept mentioning that book. Even like Judy Blume was like, we get it. You get the book. It's like, dear God, it's me, Amazon. I mean, just go away.
Yeah, but she's not. You know what, though? She's not, though. She's going to be around. She's going to be around.
Is she?
Yeah, I think so. You know, what else is she going to do?
Her husband? Ain't there the Willises from the Jeffersons?
Yes.
Like you're my generation.
You're not going to read the book, are you?
No, I'm going to read it, then I'm going to break weed on it.
Beautiful.
Come on, crowd. Come on now.
Emily, what did you make of the, was it kind of sad watching the interview?
No, it just felt like the stale replay. It irritated me because it was like being back in time to a couple years ago when this is what we had all day, every day.
Yeah.
This was our vice president. Nonsensical, like inappropriate affect, cackling hyena that makes no sense. And when she talked about no one can ever take your power and her dismay at the system, I mean, that was the system that shoved her down the throats of her party.
Mm-hmm.
She embodied the usurpation of the votes of the people, the will of the people. And it was because power was restored to the people. That's why she's out of there. So for her to have the like sort of cojones to actually come out and say, like, don't worry, your power will be restored. That's exactly what happened when we booted your idiot ass out of the White House.
Idiot.
I stopped myself from saying what I was going to say.
So, Joe, I couldn't help but notice Kamala's face when Colbert was talking about how joyful it was. She looked at him like he was insane.
Yeah. This was so strange to watch, that you have a canceled TV show with a failed candidate talking about how she's not running for governor. Like, what? You don't have a show 6 months after the Super Bowl where they interview the loser and say, tell us how you're really going to pull it out there.
Yeah.
Come through. So it just, and that is why, I mean, I don't know what they could be commiserating about. The best way to burn through millions of dollars, like you're Hunter Biden at 2 for 1 night at the whorehouse. It's like, come on. Move ahead. And even Colbert trying to set her up, saying, like, what's in the book? And she's like, oh, the story about Dougie, which made no sense. And when he even said, like, so what's the personal thing? She's like, you'll have to read it. Even with the ass kissing she's getting from him, she still cannot make sense.
She didn't read the book.
Yeah. She didn't. Yeah.